What is up? And welcome to the final season number 10 of the GSP United career, where we're going for back-to-back-to-back quadruples. Never done, obviously quadruple, never been done in history. We've done it twice in a row. Now we're going for another quadruple. We also have Community Shield and Super Cup against Tottenham, Brighton. You can see the first three fixtures, and the next three we don't know. Carabao Cup, we do not know. Champions League, we do not need to worry. We also have, I believe, some European action happening at the moment. The Men's International Cup, as it's known, round of 16. Spain, Morocco. We got England first. That's good for Mane Kirk. We have France. Ghana's doing well. Italy did not make it. Did they get knocked out in the group stage? I want to see the groups. Okay, England, Wales, Morocco. I must be mistaken on where Diallo actually plays. No, he's French as well. Whoopsie. Never mind. I thought he was Italian. My bad. But we have a bunch of contracts to get done. We'll also show, kind of just look at who we've been looking at. We've got a pile of left backs. We'll actually do it by position. Pile of left backs. Pile of CDMs. And a right wing. Now, most of these are free agents because he has 94 or something. He's got 94 potential. He has 94 potential. And he's got very high potential. A very good survey for, what do we call it? Bench players. That's the word. We just need to strengthen the bench in those areas, especially right wing, as we will be selling the likes of Brakovic and a bunch of others. But I guess we'll do what we normally do, and we'll head to the opening day of the Premier League against Wolverhampton Wanderers as we start our journey to hopefully a three-peat of quadruples. Okay, folks, we're here for the first game against Wolverhampton Wanderers in their famous 5-2-3. Now, pre-season was a hit and a miss. We don't need to show July. Did a bunch of pre-season. We don't care about pre-season games. We won and we lost on penalties. It's kind of the case. I know there will be people that will say, oh, if you want to win, the main objective for this season was to win every game, like I said last episode. You would be like, oh, but you've already lost the game, it can't count. These literally do not count as a trophy. I'll show you this right now. If you go into Manager, we've won 4 league titles. 2 Prem, League 2, Championship. We've won 4 domestic cups, 2 Carabao, 2 FA, and we've won 3 Champions Leagues in a row. They literally do not count towards trophies. They do not count. They are literally classified on the game as pre-season. So you can tell me all you want. Other news. Kirk got injured. He broke his hand during their international competition. I forgot to change the thing. You can also see we made signings. Wood, Conte, Ferreira. They were playing in the game yesterday thing. We have 3 people still out on waiting for loan deals. We have a bunch of fresh players, so I guess we will just replace them to keep them fresh. Guess we'll just keep Mendes on the bench. Bendetti. I guess that's just what we're gonna do. You know, we like to go strongest team available. Pratt will get his Premier League debut for us. He obviously played in the FA Cup game. But what we want is we want to outdo 106 points. We want to do the unbeaten season. Not really. We just want to win the quadruple. We cannot care how scrappy it is. If we win it, that is the objective. 3-peat. We do not care. Mane against his old club has scored so many goals against them, and he could be adding another one early. That would have been a good way to start his season's account. Peter's really been the only one that scored the 2 goals for us in those 2 games. So those goals count to the whole season. Pratt and Diego Leon, they were getting on well just then. Back to Pratt. We'll find Mane. Mane to Barreri. Barreri to Gervais. And that is a save, but it should have been in the back of the net. Peter. Whip it in. We know we're trying to find Jaquette with those. Might have to start finding Diallo with those, but Peter will win it back. And you'll play through Mr. Barreri. And it's 1-0. And the Swiss connection is at it again from the get-go this season. Peter to Barreri or Barreri to Peter, it doesn't matter. They will keep getting goals and assists for each other. And it's a nice calm finish, toe poke outside of the boot to the other corner as we take a 1-0 advantage. Another person who needs to do better is Gervais with his passing. Now, Mikey Moore is shrugging off a pile of players. And is through. Well, I'm questioning the speed of play from Wolves. At least they have a pop. But Jaquette is there to block it. And now Gervais, can you just run? You can see Mane. Ethan Ampadu chose to block. Pratt need to do better than striking it down the keeper's throat. Needs to do better. Can I switch? Oh, game, you are absolutely shamball. 50 attempts later, thank you. I get to Peter when they actually are about to kick the ball to the other side of the pitch. Absolutely useless. And this is meant to be a midfielder with 99 passing, by the way. Like, what? What can I do? Russo will tackle and it'll be full time. That was an absolutely shambolic match. Alright folks, we're here for the first Champions League game against Galatasaray, thankfully, at home. So not horrendous. They still have Victor Osimhen. They still have a lot of players. I'm surprised Victor Osimhen never left in the thing. I'll have a think about it, Goudabali. I really will. You might actually get game time because we might be making a couple of changes. Peter is now content. I think that's probably just due to performance or where we are in the league. Bring out Wood, back from injury. Kirk's not fully fit, so Pratt will play. I'll go with this lineup. I'm also it's kind of like deja vu every start of the season. We always play so bad. Obviously, we had that 0-0 at Tottenham when it was very frustrating last season. We had that at the Wolves game. We've had that kind of all season. The game has just not allowed us to play the football in the way we normally play it, which is sad. Like, in tactical view, they just make it to where we can't pass, we barely get shots off, even though we're against teams that are like 80 rated. And we have the tactics that work. As you can see here, Wood is already through. You can just see the space in a Champions League game. Russo to Barreri. And we've scored. And we now might resume after it's been a month. We can maybe resume. Get the players on good form. As Pete and Barreri on good form, the one person that isn't, or the couple people that isn't, are our normal front three. One of them is starting. I'll go to Christensen. Russo. Again, this is just showing where the passing is on this game. Peter will get it to Mane. Mane takes one touch and it's a heavy touch, but it will fall to Pratt somehow. And Pratt will make it 2-0. That just goes to show how the game is. Passing's a bit weird. Mane takes one touch, tries to sprint down, and takes such a heavy touch that somehow the ball ends up at Pratt, who's on the other side of the pitch. It kind of shows maybe making this the final season might be the right call. Just we can start with a new career, not have 90 rated players that probably are too quick, which could be the problem. And we'll look to play it forward, and it will fall to Oshiman. Groups, Barreri hunting them all down. And we'll play it to Pratt, who's on. And he'll swing it to Mane, who's on. And Mane will slash it into the net. That is how we have to play. Maybe no inside forwards. Might be the way forward. Good Peter and Barreri. Nice and calm 1-2s. Play it out wide at Ethan. This is where he becomes dangerous. Maybe I might have to change it again. Might have to change that again. Maybe one inside. What does that do? The width goes. It's going to have to just be inside forwards. It's so stupid. I don't like the balance. Like the width thing and all. It's like, how does one inside forward and one winger make it to where there's no width in the team? Barreri will wait. Wood through on goal, volleys it off the post. That would have been a good way to score your first goal for the club. Back to Pratt. He might be in an offside position. Isn't. Fall to Peter. Barreri. Chips it over for Russo. It will be a corner. Barreri to hit it further for Diallo. Heads it into the keeper's hands. Galatasaray will be able to play out. Just very simply. I don't know why Pratt has just decided not to mark a man. 1 minute of additional time. Oshiman to play it back to end the game. No. Okay, yep, end it when they make a forward pass. It doesn't matter, it's 3-0. We win the opening Champions League day. And we keep the good run of form going. The performances may not be there fully, but at least we are getting to that stage where performances are starting to improve. Okay, the final game of the episode is against Brighton, who we've already technically played in pre-season, and we have a bit of news. Yeboah today is unavailable. Barreri's also hit the development thing, but Yeboah is unavailable, and Ferreira is active. He has a personal matter. I could either tell him to stay or just take action. We're gonna let him just go and see the people he needs to see. We don't want to waste time. We're against Brighton. We need to do a job on the pitch. We haven't lost since that Galatasaray game a week and a bit ago. It's now just about maintaining focus and trying to score more goals. I think Gervis was offside then. Yes, he was. Just about keeping focus and trying to win. Gervis to find Mane. Mane to find Kirk. Kirk to strike it with his strong foot. But it won't work. Corner. To be whipped in. Jaquette will not win it. Kirk will not win it. But it will fall to Gervis. He will pass it to Ferreira. A new signing to Peter in space. Peter this time a harder cross for Jaquette's head. And the harder cross works out. And Jaquette will get his first of the season. A bit of sustained pressure. Back to back for the first 10. We took over since. And we will get the reward for having close chances, and Peter will get a goal contribution. Just past the keeper's hand. To Barreri to press. To everyone to press. Oh, how have he got through? How has he got through in the gap? Gap wasn't meant to be there. Barreri cannot seem to get CC in strength. And Rooster keeps getting done by this guy. But it doesn't really matter when he doesn't have the end product. 4-2-2. 4-4-2 even. Seems to be having us make problems. Mane, is he on? And he is on. I thought he was off. And he'll get his third goal of this Premier League campaign. Brighton came at us. And we get another one. And the fans are cheering like mad. Looked like he was off, but he might have just been kept on by the fullback. And now, from the Galatasaray game, maybe the Everton game before, we now look like a team that is ready to go again in the Premier League. We can't win every game. We've already drawn one. But that does not matter. How many trophies can we win at the end of this season? Barreri pips him. He'll look for Mane. He runs past behind the defender. And he will get his brace before the end of the half. But it's all due thanks to that man on the screen on the left. Mr. Barreri. Who worked so hard to win the ball. And Mane was never going to miss from a near post shot like that. Gets past the defender. And it's an easy goal. And we'll somehow go 3-0 up. Despite Brighton looking very threatening with a 4-man attack. All the way back to the keeper. And Mane was the only one that went for the press. And Gervis will win the ball. A pass backwards didn't work. And he'll find Matthias Mane for the hat-trick. As the wingers don't try and score, they're trying to get assists to help their cause. Gervis could have went running through himself, but decides to wait and be patient for Mr. Mane to get his hat-trick. Lead to very open attacks. Oh, Diego Leon. You've been done again. The wide areas are a danger to us. Brighton have a chance to get a consolation goal, and it's just wide. You can see there they have played way more thing, but we like playing fast attacking football that can work. And Diego Leon could have played Kirk through. He still could have after he missed the first chance, but instead he's not going to. Peter waits for Diego Leon this time. Passes to Mane. Mane tries to find Kirk. He will. Kirk will try and get the space to take the shot off. Oh, what a goal! To make it 5-0. Goes alone. Has the thing. Gets his first of the Prem season. And that tops off an absolutely fantastic performance from the guys. On doing it, so if you do see discrepancy of games from this to last season, that is why. As we're going to go again. This time Gervis looks to find Mane early. This time Mane is going to slow down. He'll find Furia. He'll find Gervis. Can't find Mane. And I think that could be that. 1 minute of added time. Brighton look to try and grab a consolation goal, but we don't want to concede. We haven't conceded all in the Prem season so far. And it won't be for the 6th game in a row. Another clean sheet. And this time a much better performance. It's 5 instead of the 1 and 2s from the first couple games in the first month. We're doing a lot better now. And we're starting to show it. Alright. End of the 2 months. Did quite well. You can see Mane's actually somehow projected to score 31 when their record's 36. We don't care. We're top of the league. Despite us being one of the 1, 2, 3, 4, the 5 teams that are undefeated at the moment. Sunderland haven't got a single point. Quite concerning. We face Fulham, one of those teams that are also haven't lost the game. At the start of next episode, we face Bayern Munich and Real Madrid. In the next couple of games, we face Leicester in the EFL Cup. It's not gonna be horrendous. We face Arsenal. We kind of have a really busy schedule from Arsenal onwards. We've done 1-1-0 B team. We won 1-0 at the first game of the season. We drew 0-0 against Brentford, 1-2-0. The cup game, the Super Cup, they're just what do you call them? Friendlies. They don't count in the game. Actually had a successful start of the season. We haven't lost from the first game of the season. We'll take it. Our striker starting to find feet. Both strikers starting to find feet. New players actually playing better than some of the old ones. And we're actually having a good time. And that will do it all. So I will see you where we should beat Bayern and Real Madrid. Should continue this unbeaten streak for as long as possible. I don't mind if we lose. But until then, it's goodbye for now. Peace.